My friend Leo always said I'd do anything for a good story. He wasn't wrong. That's how we ended up in the derelict halls of Blackwood Elementary. A school shuttered for 30 years after what the locals only ever called the incident. The place was a time capsule of dust and decay. Desks were still in rows. Chalk dust still clung to the blackboard, and a sense of profound stillness hung in the air. Leo was in the hallway, filming the peeling paint and broken lockers, while I ventured into what must have been a first-grade classroom. I ran my fingers over a tiny wooden desk, imagining the kids who once sat here. A sudden gust of wind, impossible in this sealed-off building, rustled a stack of papers on the teacher's desk. A single yellowed sheet fluttered to the floor. I picked it up. It was an old attendance roster, the names written in neat, cursive script. I scanned the list, just out of curiosity. Names like Miller, James, and Thompson, Sarah. Then I froze. At the very bottom, in a different, frantic scrawl, was my name. Not just my name, but my full name. It was circled in red ink. My heart hammered against my ribs. I blinked, convinced I was seeing things. I looked at the sheet again. My name was gone. The space was blank. Just an old, empty roster. Shaking my head, I told myself the dust was getting to me. I called out to Leo, my voice sounding small in the vast silence. No answer. I turned back to the roster in my hand, and there it was again. My name, circled with the word present written beside it. A chill, colder than the tomb-like air of the school, snaked up my spine. Then, from the corner of the room, a child's whisper, faint but clear, said, "Here." I spun around. Nothing, just empty chairs and shadows. My breath hitched. From the front of the classroom, where the teacher's desk stood, a voice began to call out names. It was a woman's voice, crisp and disembodied, echoing as if from a bygone era. Anderson, Emily, a tiny, spectral voice from somewhere in the room replied. Here. The roll call continued. Davis, Michael, here. Each name was met with a ghostly response, a chorus of lost children answering from the shadows. My hands trembled, the paper crinkling in my grip. I wanted to run, to scream for Leo, but I was paralyzed. The disembodied voice paused. Then it called my name, loud, clear, as if I were a student who had been there all along. The silence that followed was deafening. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. I just stood there, waiting, directly behind me, so close I could feel the cold spot it left on my neck. A child's voice whispered, "Here." I didn't scream. I didn't even look back. I just ran. I bolted out of the classroom, past Leo, who was just coming around the corner, his face a mask of confusion. I didn't stop until we were back in the car, speeding away from Blackwood Elementary, leaving the dust and the ghosts behind. For weeks, I tried to forget it. I told myself it was a hallucination, a prank, anything but what it felt like. Then, last night, I got an email. The sender was an address I didn't recognize. The subject line just said, "Perfect attendance." Attached, was a single image, a scanned copy of the attendance sheet from that classroom. And there, at the bottom, my name was still circled in red, marked present. I think I'm on their roster now, and I don't think I'll ever be marked absent. Thanks for listening. If you have a story you can't explain, share it in the comments below. Stay safe out there.